Bill Eddy, president of the High Conflict Institute. This seminar is going to provide information about a new approach we call New Ways for Mediation, of managing mediation, especially when there's high conflict issues. This is designed for mediators who want to do any type of mediation, but this seminar is specifically going to focus on applying this to high conflict issues in divorce. Now, my background is as first a family counselor. I worked with children and families for 12 years. Then I became a family law attorney, which I've been for the last 20 years. Throughout all of this time, I've been doing divorce mediation, basically for 30 years. My experience is that high conflict issues need a different approach. So this method really not only explains, but will also demonstrate the steps of this method. And it's a very structured method, and it emphasizes more skills for the parties in the divorce, as well as different skills for the mediator. About 5 high conflict personalities now. And I want to be cautious about this because you don't have to make any assumptions that someone has a high conflict personality to use the New Ways for Mediation method. It can be used with anybody, but it's designed for people with high conflict personalities because they're more likely to get stuck in high conflict thinking and behavior. Now, of course, if what you're doing is working as a mediator, then keep doing what you're doing. A lot of what I'm going to talk about in terms of methods may seem quite different from what you do, or they may seem similar. But I don't mean to say that other methods are wrong or don't work. These were designed basically to help with the more difficult cases that ordinary methods don't have success with. Okay, let's talk now about the structure of the process. And this is maybe the biggest part that's a shift with New Ways for Mediation from other forms of mediation. The structure needs to be much stronger, clearer, and simpler. Remember, they're defensive reactors. They like to focus on the past. If you leave it fairly unstructured, very quickly they'll talk about the past, they'll blame each other, they'll complain, and they won't really get into problem solving. So you want to establish the structure from the start. Explain how it works. Establish your authority, that you're in charge of the process, and that they need to follow the steps that you're going through. Stop them from interrupting each other earlier than in ordinary cases. A lot of times in an ordinary mediation with ordinary people, they blurt out some stuff, and it actually leads to some productive discussions. High conflict people, it's much less likely to have that effect, and they often can't recover. Once they're upset, it's really hard to kind of bring them back down. So you don't want them getting too upset. And give them hope. What I tell people is this structure may feel a little bit awkward for you at first, but it's really helped a lot of people. So bear with me and just try to follow my lead in how we do this structured mediation process.